SK. May I interest you in some Resident Evil?
Yeah, you may. Hey guys, this is Sarah's Night.
And Lantis.
And finally, we are at my personal favorite in the whole entire series, Resident Evil Remake.
And no, not a moment sooner, considering what we last played.
Oh, God, yeah. We went from, like, what's probably going to be what I'm probably going to consider the worst game in the series to the best. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is a remake of, you know, Resident Evil 1, the very original, on the Gamecube. Came out in 2002. So long ago, and yet the graphics are still pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive?
They're easily... now, what we got here, we can only choose between easy and normal mode. You gotta, like, beat the game once to get hard. I don't know why they present it in this way. It's kind of dumb, but not a big deal.
I think it's kind of funny.
We're just gonna go ahead with normal. It kind of makes me think it's just, like...
Wait, what was hard mode called?
It wasn't. It was just, like, after you beat the game, next time you say new game, like, you just see easy, normal, hard right there on the menu screen.
Oh. Weird.
So, of course, let's start out with Jill, as usual.
You gonna do a personal run after this one?
I probably will. And ultimately, what I'm going to do, when I get good enough, which is probably going to be at least a year from now, I'm going to do the invisible enemy mode hard run, no saves, on Chris.
Oh boy!
There is one way I could make it harder than what I did before. I did it last time with Jill. Chris is, I would say he's harder, naturally, to do, so...
Well, I would love to see that again.
It's just like, I don't know. This is easily the best GameCube game I have ever played. And the graphics alone, they can easily... You could easily see that being on one of the consoles of the last generation, the 360 or the PS3 or the Wii.
It still looks really good. Like, don't worry about the cutscenes. The cutscenes look fine, but like in-game graphics in this game look amazing. Like, the character models may not be like up to par as far as like current gen models, but the
not quite, but still.
But what I'm talking about,
more than good for its time.
But what I'm talking about is the rooms, the background, the lighting,
the detail, the lighting. I mean,
it's so good. I don't know what they did.
Okay, so if you guys missed that a moment ago, they actually added 2 STARS members to the roster for, you know, to accommodate, you know, the general plot of Resident Evil Remake and the next game to come out exclusively on GameCube, a prequel called Resident Evil 0, which we will get to next after this.
Yep.
So that was like one of those 2 extra STARS members who were added to the cast. That was him dead already in the chopper.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Dooley, he's already dead.
Gone.
And there goes Joseph. I was really creeped out when I first saw this. I was like, oh, look at that. Just, you know, blood from a massive wound on his head running down the camera.
And just this part right here, just seeing them eat him.
Shit.
Look at her, this like noodle arms she's got. We got just a big old piece of flesh in his mouth.
he looks over there, he's like, alright, let's do this.
Hey.
Hey guys, did you hear that? Alright, let's get him.
Let's go. I want to know how they're outrunning him.
Yeah, Chris and Jill really don't look like they're running faster.
And there's Brad being a complete D-bag.
How'd they not hear him take off? I'll bet Wesker's regretting that now. That could have been the end of Chris right there.
It could have been. And by Resident Evil 5, you'll understand exactly why he was going to regret that. 2 knife wounds from the back and the stomach, freaking wading waist deep in lava, and 2 rockets to the face later.
3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know.
And see, you already knows the voice acting is way better.
Yeah, it's like real voice acting.
What is this place? Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. He You don't want to go back out there.
I don't remember if DC Douglas did Whisker in this time around or not, but it kind of sounds like him.
Chris?
I think it is.
No.
I love DC Douglas. He's a great voice actor. He's done a lot of other work. in games.
What else has he done?
He's one of the bad guys in Tales of Vesperia.
Long way.
Which one?
What's his?
I'll secure this area.
I think you quit playing that game about the time he was like relevant.
Oh. I'll get back to it. Sometime in the next few years.
It's a really good game.
There, the smart thing. Instead of just walking through the door.
A dining room.
See, I mean, you can see how different the mansion looks in 7th generation graphics. As
Look,
opposed to just merely the last one. I mean, like, the original Resident Evil was just 6 years earlier, and look at how much this... I mean, how much of an improvement this
looks
is.
better than any of the Resident Evils after it. Name one Resident Evil that looks this good.
In terms of just, like,
Not
you know,
four.
aesthetically pleasing, or, like, just, like, graphic intensity, period.
Yes, graphically.
Well, I'd say 6 would be
I
on
disagree.
par.
Nah. You mean Resident Bay?
What is it?
I'm not saying, I'm not by any means saying Resident Evil 6 is good, but...
Jill, see if you can find any other clues.
Yeah, notice how Barry said blood normally.
Let's just
Blood.
Chris.
Instead of
It's like they took
blood.
they, like the way Count Dracula would say it.
Yes, that is. I was trying to think of, like, you know, who that sounds like, you know. And he's just like, I hope this isn't Chris's. Just normal, you know, without freaking out. Oh, and the way they improved the scene right here with the zombie eating on
I
Kenneth.
don't understand why the background's completely blacked out.
Just, this up close shot right here. I was
What
like,
what
oh,
gets what gets me is
oh, God, just you know,
it's
Kenneth's
this
head just-
noise it makes. It's so guttural and like
Yeah.
so like soulless, you know.
All right, we'll go ahead and take care of him. Actually, no, because
No,
Barry's
you're
gonna shoot
really
him anyway.
low at the
Yeah,
on
and
ammo.
Barry's gonna have to kill him over anyway. He's gonna kill him for me.
Barry,
What is it?
look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it.
Magnum. Magnum.
Magnum.
Magnum.
And no head explosion. You know what really pisses me off, though?
What the hell is
You could totally take the easy way out of this game.
Killed by this thing.
If you don't even...
Mr. Wesker.
Okay, if you make it so that you don't rescue your partner and get your supporting character killed. No, just get your supporting character killed. And you know that you don't have to fight the tyrant on the helipad and the mansion doesn't explode in that instance, right?
Yeah.
You can even just like the first fight with the tyrant isn't easy enough as it is. No, with Jill, if you get Barry killed at the altar, then you take his magnum and it literally kills the tyrant in one hit. Even though it took 3 shots on that zombie just now.
Continuity.
Because, I don't know, I guess God's a prankster or whatever. But maybe it was orbital wobble. Alignment of the star. It could just be orbital wobble.
Oh my gosh, I love the way Spinny like flipped out. When he's like, orbital wobble.
What's stupid? Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna do what we normally do, make them once around. Yes,
So-
there is a little area back here. One thing that has changed significantly is that this is actually the connecting passage to the lab right here.
This is also
We-
where Claire was in Veronica in the remade
In
mansion.
Darkside?
No, in Veronica. Like, remember when Claire?
Oh yeah.
She
you
was-
were talking about Veronica. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought when you said like remake of Veronica, I thought you were
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
like the retelling in
No, no, no,
Darkside.
no. I'm just saying in
Yeah.
Veronica, that's where she was stowed away.
So yeah, actually the underground is not, the underground section of the game is not sorry, I forgot. You have to go from this side to the other for some dumb reason, but Yeah, the underground is actually self-contained, and you actually get an item from there that ultimately enables you to unlock the door here. And right from the foyer, you go straight to the lab.
Barry,
You think a redesign like that would really piss me off, but
what's going on around here?
I was totally fine with it.
Figure it out.
I really liked how they added stuff onto the mansion.
Well, I mean, if they were gonna remake it, they would kind of need to, like, change something, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Oh, dude, I would play this game just for the improved graphics alone.
Well, I mean, I would too, but that would be it.
Yeah.
Start from the first floor.
But they added so much to it.
It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Notice how he said simply,
You make better use of it.
No,
Not Jill, the master of
Unlocking.
unlocking.
They need it.
Listen, something happens.
You notice, Jill's got a nice bit of side boob there.
Okay.
This is kind of stretched a little wide. for
Oh,
us.
okay, I was like, I never...
This is actually in the default resolution, which is 4:3,
Right.
but my monitor's kind of in a different resolution, so everybody's going to be a little bit fatter for us than they are for...
As I say, I mean, one of the things I liked about Jill's design in this game, much better than any of the other games, was that they really didn't seem to overly sexualize her. They just made her, you know, attractive. And she just feels the most real in this version. I don't know how better to say it. Of course, the voice acting goes a long way.
So I
with
think
it.
in here you get your first defense item, and they introduce you to that.
So, here's something new already. Normally, we would explore the east wing first. I know I used to call it the west, but that's because I was talking about from the backside of the house. But logically, you'd call this the east. You normally go through here first and come back around the upstairs to find Barry on the top floor of the foyer. But no, we are actually going to follow after Barry in the west wing first. But first,
Defense item!
yeah, we're just going to push this out of the
So
way.
this is a new thing they added in this game, where if you get grabbed, you get a free out.
If you have an item for it.
And you cannot dodge this. Like, they put this here specifically for it to get used.
Right.
Now, do you remember we're playing on the Dolphin emulator, and we're connected to a PlayStation 2 controller, so
Yeah.
we had to, like, kind of translate the buttons to, that, so I don't even remember what you left on Z.
And here they're like, okay, we'll give you a chance to try it out and see what it does. I'd say it takes off a good half-life on a zombie, so
Are you gonna keep it?
I'm gonna try. Nope. There it goes.
Snap!
And unfortunately, you cannot just take it back out, even though logically you would be able to. But
Right.
of course, that'd make the game too easy. But if you explode their head, the dagger is free to pick up again.
Oh!
Yeah, it's nice.
Like, you shot it out of their head. That's funny.
Yeah.
Also...
I guess maybe like Jill is still a little bit too squeamish with zombies at this point because technically that's her first zombie. Maybe it's like kind of like, I don't want to try to like pick that out of his brain. And besides, it's like I'm up in his face. What if he revives again? And suddenly,
Well, actually, that's another thing they added. They do revive
Oh,
again.
that's right. That's right. I forgot. We'll get to that.
All right.
But yeah, our first order of business in our quest is actually to follow after Barry in the West Wing, and that is where, even on Jill's file, we have to make use of the sword key. So, we're going to... This game's just good.
So much better than Resident Evil Gaiden. It's so good.
It's so much better. It's not even funny. And dude, honestly, again, if it wasn't for off of Kenneth's body, instead of getting bullets, we get something we can use for a rather chilling cutscene much later.
Yeah, we get to see how he died.
So as you notice, they've already added on something new. There's a door back here in the little living room area where the first zombie and Kenneth were.
Yeah.
And so this is wrapping around the outside of the West Wing. And I believe this corpse has something on him. No. I was wrong about that. But we do have herbs right here.
2, to be exact.
When I saw that bird cage at first, I was like, oh god. Zombie birds are going to be in
like,
here.
Look at the light. The shadow of the cage is just...
Oh, it's great.
Like covering the entire room, just ever so slightly.
I mean, they definitely made the most out of the Gamecube's capabilities with this game.
Like, the shadows are, like... You know, dynamic shadows is nothing new in video games, but they don't look. They never look this natural.
Who that is? Oh, it's Mom showing me another picture. She's visiting Brooke right now. She just had Luca.
Oh, so you know,
Yeah,
gotta show pictures of your new nephew.
Well, yeah, of course. I know it's the kind of thing you'd expect a new grandmother to do. But
Right.
I'm
Well,
interested.
she's not a new grandmother. This is her second grandchild.
Second. She said the meanest thing. I know she didn't really mean it.
Back up. No, don't get closer. Back up.
I'm just making sure I know where he is.
How
Which
did you
side?
know he was there?
Re-aim.
3?
That's how you do it. But just in case,
Oh, he was faking.
you weren't faking that
Nah,
time.
no. Not when all of his insides spill out.
You know how it's just like everybody in your family. I mean, when you're born, they're just naturally going to say, "Oh, that's such a cute baby." They're not going to be mean and make any kind
Be
of
like, oh my gosh, that baby is so ugly.
They're not even going to insinuate in any way. But Mom, she's like, when she showed me, his very first, just very, most newborn moment picture, she was like,
That's kind of gross.
I was like, you're his grandmother. You should not be saying that. I mean, even if you really thought, that's so rude. I mean, I know you didn't
Since
say
when has your mother ever cared about, your mother speaks her mind. I give her props for that.
Well, Luca was looking just real red-faced and kind of crinkly, in his newborn. Those were not good. Those were not well-placed handgun shots.
Yeah, well, here's some more to not place well.
Yeah. Ah, crap!
No, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. If you do this, you're gonna get bit.
I have to get past him.
Well, you should shoot him with your gun! Your gun! Oh.
No, I knew he had to be close. I was willing to risk that.
Well, you know what? You conserved health and ammo, so don't listen to me.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, this whole... Actually, I think this replaces the secret passage that kind of leads back to the kitchen in the original. It's just so redesigned, you wouldn't even be able to guess that, you would normally think it's just a completely added...
Man, I'm getting a little really nostalgic right now, because a lot of the time, back when we were in high school and I would come over to your house on Champignon, I remember a lot of nights of us just, staying up late and playing this, and I would eventually, fall asleep while you were playing it. I would always...
This very game, or you just mean in general?
Well, it's stuff in general, but I remember...
Yeah, because, dude, I don't after high school. I don't think we had any more hang out all night at Champignon and Champignon. And this game didn't come out till by the time we graduated. About.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe it's that long ago.
Oh my gosh, it is.
I know. I'm talking like an old person already, and I hate myself for it. I'm young, damn it.
What? We were born in the mid '80s, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, on Chris's file, if you go ahead and kill him. The zombie in here, after Kenneth, then he doesn't come back. But Barry did a free kill for us, so the game's like, no, we're gonna put another zombie in here.
If you didn't, what if?
Bam!
Oh!
That's one less Crimson Head I have to worry about.
Worry about.
And it's like, look, no door here. We can go right on down to the kitchen right now. And yeah, it was worth it to get past that zombie because we get a defense item and I think handgun bullets.
By the way,
here.
a dagger is not our only defense item.
Yes, on Jill you get a taser.
Yep.
Also.
And I think it does. It pretty much kills every time, right?
Well, a zombie, yeah.
Well, not a hunter, but I'm saying a zombie is pretty much in skill. But I really like Chris's better.
Yeah, because it ensures that they will not revive into a
He
Crimson Head.
stuffs a grenade in their mouth.
And even though it's just a flash grenade, the fact that it's
in their mouth.
In your mouth, well, yeah.
What's really great is you can either just run away and let it blow up, or you can actually aim at their face and manually shoot it. And,
Yeah.
Which, it's a waste of ammo, but it still feels pretty good.
It's like, this is just normal mode, but one nibble already took me down to caution. So, gotta be careful. This game, overall, is significantly... I would say significantly harder than
the
Director's
original
Cut.
Yeah.
Easy mode on here is definitely... I mean, I personally wouldn't find it much of a challenge even after all this time, but it would definitely be harder than easy mode in Resident Evil Director's Cut. No doubt. I would still have every chance of dying. I'm going to do my best not to die here, but I definitely am not going to make any crap between
I
frames.
hate that. Like, that would be the only complaint I have. Is that, you know... But still, look how good this looks.
That was a death moan. So
The fact that you memorized those, too.
I hope this one doesn't notice me as I come back out. Yep, he did. So, it's actually in this little miniature graveyard back behind the house.
So much nope. Like,
This is where we get the sword key, but you just go down here and you're just like, why am I here?
like, can you imagine being here, walking down this? Someone had to light those fires, by the way, and you just descend into this, like, crypt.
It's just a giant coffin hanging
Suspended
from the ceiling.
in the air,
And you're like,
and you gotta walk under it to get this book.
it's like, okay, what
Called the
gargantuan
Book of
supernatural
Curse.
fuck is gonna come flying out of that coffin at me?
Yeah, like, you couldn't pay me to walk down here. Like, if I was in Jill's position, no. You could, no.
Definitely not walking underneath it.
To get the Book of Curses.
It's like, you know what, Chris? No, you're gonna get that key. I don't care. It's just...
Yeah,
the zombie will not walk down the stairs, but I'm gonna try to
Well,
sneak past. Ah!
you did a poor job. Uh-oh, hand on side. Doesn't that mean red caution?
Yeah, 3
It
nodules will
does.
do it. I don't have the means to fight him right now, so... Oh, but we're definitely coming back. So yeah, we get the sword key first. And we're going to take a trip down to the kitchen and grab me a clip, I believe. And I know a dagger's definitely down there.
Very useful.
I don't think the dogs come into the house this time if you open the door. But I'm stupid to even try that anyway. Even just to watch the short scene with dog trying to like wedge
You
its head
just, like,
through the door.
just
Is like,
slamming the
and
door
you're like,
closed.
ah!
No. You know, alright, so that's what's keeping you in the mansion, right, is the dogs.
Pretty much.
What, like, you could get, like, a third of the way through the game, right? And you'd have so much gear. Let the doors open. Blow them all to hell. You'll have a grenade launcher
Yeah,
by
but
then.
you're out in the forest, dude. There's probably more dogs than just them. And, I mean, it's dark. You don't know. You have nowhere to go. You don't.
Well, you could at least be outside so you could potentially flag down Brad.
For all you know, he ran all the way back to the RPD building.
What a jerk! I mean, he did.
I know that happened in it wasn't any kind of novel, but it was a fanfic. It was like the author temporarily went to like, okay, meanwhile at the RPD building that very night, like the chief is like chewing Brad's ass up.
Why
and down
did you leave my men there?
he is chewing him out for it. It's like, but sir, there were scary dogs out there. He goes, get your ass back in that helicopter and you go down there and you rescue them.
You get my men.
I mean, I had to kind of admire Irons that time. I mean, he's kind of a scoundrel, but he was not happy about that sheer act of cowardice. Okay, so... Wait. I could swear there was a zombie on the ground here. Oh, I guess this is... Maybe he's all the way back here. Yeah. Huh.
You don't seem very active right now.
Or I could swear it was one face down that also kind of revives as,
Didn't one come out of a locker somewhere?
No, like, I meant aside from the one that comes down the stairs here. It's just really different. You see this?
I'm intelligent. I know how to use knobs.
But I think
I wanna know-
because you can do this so early in the game, it's not a super zombie like in Director's Cut.
Yeah.
You know, that has a lot of health. I really don't have the means to find, because I cannot find that handgun clip that I thought was around here.
I want to know, real quick, where... Alright, this is Spencer's private mansion, right?
Well,
Or is it at least assumed?
as far as the public knows.
Right. Why is it populated with so many people before the outbreak? Before the T-virus was leaked?
The lab workers.
How'd they get all the way down from the lab up here?
I don't know. I mean, some of
I'm
the
pretty
dormitories were up here, weren't they? So maybe
Oh, well.
those who were off shift,
Maybe.
you know,
I was about
were
to say, because there's like cipher locks and like key codes.
cipher logs.
A keypad lock.
Oh, for some reason, I just instantly thought of Cypher from FFA. I was like, huh?
No, it's a cipher lock.
Like what?
It's a number pad.
Yeah, I know what you mean now by cipher, like decipher. I mean, surely other people, or does a man that rich really want that many different bedrooms? But still, only 1 or 2 bathrooms.
So maybe it's like the Winchester Mansion. You know? I gotta say, though, if Spencer was the designer of the mansion, he's a much better job than Mrs. Winchester, though.
I wonder if I don't remember, did the pictures say anything different?
Yeah, have you seen shots of that mansion, right? Where, like, there's stairwells going up into just a wall?
Oh, yeah, I do remember, like, you know, the vaguely kind of the oddities about it, for lack of a better term.
Oddities.
Of course, I don't need the first floor map. We're just gonna move on.
But it's shiny.
Oh, and here, I like how they play with you. You're expecting, okay, yep,
Dogs
get
dogs
ready.
gonna break through the window.
And it's just
Nothing.
that's it.
Oh, that's so messed up.
And they do not break through unless you come from the other direction.
I remember when we were in the mansion remade in Veronica, how like some of these like tables or armoires or whatever you were pushing
Yeah.
didn't have textures.
Oh yeah. Was there also an item under this one
But
too?
why is the simulator running this game better than it was running Veronica?
I don't know. I was about to say, surely they got a clip under here, because I know this is just normal mode. The ammo should not be this scarce. Okay, so no herb.
Norb.
And I believe you get a dagger in the bathtub here, but it's also a free kill, because on Jill's game it's a cutscene where she just stomps its head on the automatic. But Chris, he has to fight it.
Glub glub glub.
God, that water's gotta be so nasty and murky right
If
now.
you can't see what's in it,
Oh,
if you couldn't see a body in it,
and look at how much this one's just rotting.
I think it's just wet. Okay, never mind.
That was some sand coming out of its mouth, dude, or something like that. She's like, go away!
Gross! I bet you know zombie...
Half of its brain is exposed. Of course she got sick right here. I don't blame her.
What would that smell like? How fragile do you think a zombie head is? Like, if I stomped on a human skull, I don't think I would break the skull.
Yeah,
But a nice, tender zombie skull that's been, like...
Actually, notice, I think it started bleeding internally so much, its eye sockets filled up with blood, man. Do you not notice, like, the eyeball that was, like...
Yeah.
Its right eyeball that was closer to the wound, it filled up with blood completely. I think she, like, burst the eye.
Ugh. Ugh. On that note, we should probably call it.
Yeah. Okay. No, wait. We got to get the Jill sandwich. That's a
Okay,
great.
all
That's a
right,
great
all right.
place to end it on.
Ugh, it's gross.
The shotgun right off the bat.
Good stuff. Well, I don't think half an hour is right off the bat. That
Another
table
dagger,
in that
all
room
right.
was like a PSP.
Oh, does it?
Kind of.
Nothing of interest here. And shotgun.
Yes.
Ah, that looks nice. Looks nice, shiny, and new.
All the headshots that this shotgun's gonna get.
It's got a lot to look forward to.
Oh, it's going to have a feast. Spencer, why would you have this built?
Oh God, what did I do now?
You're just now saying that.
Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill, you in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back.
Boom! My gosh, look how close that is.
Oh boy.
I like how you're dragged through the door.
Yeah.
It's like at a lower angle.
Barry!
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
I love how they reworded that.
But Barry, didn't you say you were going
The door shut again.
What?
Who shut it?
I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check.
Smooth.
Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
I think she would have believed, like,
Thanks, Barry.
I was worried about you. I thought I'd maybe follow along behind just a little bit, make sure you're gonna do cool by yourself.
Or maybe you could just get super defensive and be like, I'm sorry, did you want me to go? I could have left you there. All right, no more lip how about.
Alright, guys. See you next time, part 2. Damn, this is a good game.